right, we're getting batteries for the show. Yay! This is After the Bell. A very special guest, Teresa. You saw her with JJ doing the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now her and I are going to do our favorite Christmas or holiday movies.
Holiday.
Okay, holiday because, yeah. Would you like to go first?
Go ahead.
All right, mine are pretty traditional and corny and whatnot. That when you think of holidays, you think of these.
Very fitting.
I've got 3 different Christmas carols on here because I love the story. The first one is Scrooge from 1951 with Alistair Sim. Just that one I thought for the longest time was the quintessential Scrooge movie until your fiance wisened me up to another version, which we'll get to a little bit later. But Alistair Sim's Scrooge was just such a evil bastard at first, and then just again, like the story goes, he gets redeemed, blah blah blah, but he really just projected his meanness through the camera, and I just got totally taken in by it. It was amazing. Number 9, not the most traditional one, but it is on my list, Jingle All the Way. I don't know why I like this movie. I don't know why I like this movie. I think I just do, just because it's so stupid. Freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger as Turbo Man, and Sinbad as the bad guy, Phil Hartman as a creepy freaking adulterer. It was like, really? Phil Hartman's the creepy adulterer in the movie? That was crazy. And then, of course...
Who has the love child now?
Yeah, right? Seriously. The government, I want my toy for my son. That was horrible. Number 8, A Christmas Carol, 1938, Reginald Owen. The one that I talked about just a second ago. I'd never seen this movie before until I watched it here on the TV. I took my glasses off here at the apartment. And I never knew that Reginald Owen, who later on went to play Admiral Boom in Mary Poppins, I never knew that he played Scrooge. And I was like, wow, it's amazing how a nice, cheerful-looking fellow in Mary Poppins can be such just an asshole. I was incredibly impressed. Number 7 is 3 movies because I couldn't decide between Santa Claus 2, and Santa Claus 3.
Which are all good.
They're all great. Some people in this house don't like number 3, but I will talk about
Martin
them.
Short is funny.
Martin Short makes a freaking movie, man. Seriously.
Between that and Father of the Brides.
Seriously, he's awesome. Martin Short is incredibly hysterical.
The third one would have been crap without him.
Definitely. You could not ask for a better Jack Frost than Martin Short in that third one. But,
Short, funny.
Exactly. But the first one the first one definitely stands out, obviously, as the best of the 3 because it's the original. Just a great story, a great little, nod to the traditions of Christmas and how Santa becomes Santa. I think it's very funny.
See, I have that one on my list also for the first 2 because of Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold's awesome, too. But he's in all 3.
Yeah, but not as much.
Barely in the third one, because he gets frozen. Yeah, along with, who plays the mom? Who plays Laura? Don't remember her name.
No idea.
No idea. Okay. Number 5, the Polar Express. Just finally saw this one the whole way through about a year and a half ago. Jade has been trying to get me to watch it. I was like, whatever. But I really enjoyed it. It was a very cute little holiday story. A cute little, another kid not believing in Santa Claus type thing, and he gets, smartened up to the error of his ways.
Another mention by Tom Hanks for you.
Tom Hanks. It's mentioned Tom Hanks on the other show.
Ringside Insanity.
Ringside Insanity, yes, thank you. I can't remember the name of my show. Number 5, I'm sure is on Jade's list. I didn't see Jade's list, but I'm sure Nightmare Before Christmas was on there.
She almost forgot it.
She almost forgot. That's awesome.
It was for number 1.
Of course.
But she almost forgot to put it on the list at all.
Well, because she had 7, I heard at one point, didn't she?
No,
that was songs.
That was the animated.
Oh, the animated. Oh, jeez.
It wasn't on there. And it's animated.
Well, to be fair, animated especially, we were going more toward like TV specials and things like that too. So
I just heard specials.
Okay, well, that's what we did. So yeah, Nightmare, again, it's a great blending of 2 holidays. It makes for a great story, a great, realization of Jack that Halloween is his best holiday. It's where he belongs. He is the Pumpkin King, and he shouldn't have tried to veer off into Santa Land. And it makes for a great version of the Haunted Mansion. So, yeah, there you go. Number 4, another combination, Home Alone and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Both of those, again, they're essentially the same story. He just gets lost in a different city this time. And
in a city, not in his house.
That's true, in a city. But some people will say, that Home Alone 2 is better because of the storytelling. Home Alone 1 is better because of the original. I personally love them both. I love them both so much, and it's really the only time that you'll see me, actually get, a little bit teary at the end of a Macaulay Culkin movie because the reunion with his mom in the first one. Oh my God, just amazing.
And then you have Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern
Yeah.
and John Candy.
John Candy in the first one, yes. John Candy was amazing in the first one.
That's my favorite.
It's a great list. It's a great cast, great list. Number 3, The Muppet Christmas Carol, another Scrooge movie. But you know what? As great as all the Christmas carols have been, this made it just so funny. Because exactly, the Muppets make anything much more tolerable. Except some people don't think the Muppets tolerable at all, but it is what it is around here. The Muppets made this story. Jim Henson Studios made this story so just likable, and you could see, early on, even more so than the other stories, that Scrooge did have the likability in him when the first ghost visited him. But it still made it for a great redemption at the end of the day. So I'm gonna see it the whole way through this year because I had to step out when it was playing.
I haven't seen that one yet this year either.
Number 2, number 1 can really be interchanged for me, but I put number 1 above number 2 because I like it just a little bit more. But number 2 is the original Miracle on 34th Street, not the frickin' one with the guy from Jurassic Park and Mara Wilson, Richard Attenborough, I believe is his name. But the original one, the one with Natalie Wood and all those, and of course Bill Frawley from I Love Lucy's in that movie. So I know that was Jade's inclusion in the story because she was Fred's in it. And I'm like, Fred? Yeah, from I Love Lucy. You know his name, really? But yeah, Miracle on 34th Street is another great, is Santa really? Does he really exist? Type story. It's just a great, it makes you really think. It makes you go about Santa Claus. Number 1, It's a Wonderful Life. What can you say? Again, another movie that I finally saw the whole way through because of JJ. Never seen the whole way through, although it plays on Christmas Day about 20,000 times. So, no?
Not anymore, does
Not
it?
anymore.
A Christmas Story does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one, or if you're watching like Lifetime or ABC Family, you find Christmas movies no matter what.
That's true. Or there you go. But It's a Wonderful Life is the ultimate holiday story. Makes you look into your own past and go, "Has it really been that bad?" It really hasn't been. It's just a matter of sucking it up and dealing with it on your own, and with a little help from a guardian angel. I love that movie.
Okay.
Now we've rambled about 15 minutes worth of tape.
Seeing how into Christmas I am. I can't talk. No particular order.
Okay.
I've got Home Alone, just like you do. But I have the first one because of the cast in it.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's the original because they repeated it again in another city, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the original. It's what everything spawned off of.
Yeah, I will give 2 credit for Tim Curry though. Tim Curry's awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay. Then I have 2 made-for-TV movies.
Okay.
Santa Baby and Santa Baby 2
yes,
with
James
Ginny McCarthy.
ABC Family Originals, yes.
Oh, yes.
I love those movies. I do. They make my list.
If you do not know who's in it, the first one is George Wendt and Evan Siguri. Then we have Ivan Siguri is also in Sunday with Tiffany's with Alyssa Milano. It's a James Patterson made-for-TV movie out of his book. Santa Baby 2 is Dean McDermott, Tori Spelling's hubby, and Paul Sorvino. Just to name a couple.
So wait, Paul Sorvino plays Santa Claus in the second one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought George carried over. Oh,
no,
didn't know that.
George did not carry over into the second one.
Well, hell.
The third one I have is Bad Santa. Billy Bob Thornton. I had someone leave the room on that one. I like that.
He's gone. He's always over with. That's right.
Billy Bob Thornton, the girl from Gilmore Girls. Can't think of her name off the top of my head right now.
Tony Cox as the midget.
Yes, Tony Cox.
Elf.
Oh my gosh. John Ritter, one of his last roles.
Yes, John Ritter. Yeah. That's right.
And also the late Bernie Mac.
Yes. I just like Tony Cox in it because he plays Hooter DeCaprio. And I found that out watching the video, and it turned into a really bad joke later, and it was not good.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Then I have also the Santa Claus, but I only have the first one.
The first one, okay.
Because like I said, it's the original. It's what everything spawned off of.
Oh, definitely.
I have a fourth one. Fifth one? Yeah. 1, 2. I can't count. 3, 4. Yeah, you're. She spawned off on me. Yeah. It's 4 Christmases. It's a movie I saw with my fiance JJ. It has Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon. It's got an all-star cast.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay.
Tim McGraw, Robert Duvall, Sissy Spacek, John Voight, Dwight Yoakam, Mary Steenburgen, and Kristen Chenoweth. She's getting a new country career right now, but she's
awesome.
That movie is all-star, hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be because Vince Vaughn. I'm not a big fan of Vince Vaughn.
I never really got to him either.
Although I like him more than Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell and his Elf movie needs to be shot. It's been played 6 times in 1 month.
Yes. Note to the USA Network. If you want to replay something over again, Tribute to the Troops, Raw, Pirates movies. Not Elf. Seriously.
Covert Affairs.
Covert Affairs, the one with Mary McCormack.
Piper Perabo.
Yeah, Piper Perabo was that, but the one with Mary McCormack. The Witness Protection one. One of my favorite shows. What the heck is it called? Oh man, that's gonna bug the shit out of me. Witness Protection, something. Yeah. It's
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, hell.
You'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
All right. I have Christmas with the Cranks.
There you go.
You got Tim Allen, Jamie Lee Curtis, Dan Aykroyd, just to name a few.
Jeez.
And the shit they go through to avoid Christmas, only to end up having Christmas because their daughter's coming home.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Hysterical.
If Natalie did that to me, I would shoot her. I think I'd shoot JJ first, then her. I have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey.
Really?
Yeah. I do like it. It's better than Cat in the Hat.
Definitely better than Cat in the Hat.
I'm sorry. Cat in the Hat needs to be just forgotten about.
Yes.
You have Jim Carrey. You have Jeffrey Tambor.
Yes.
Who's from Three's Company, the spinoff. And then you also have him from Arrested Development and a couple other TV shows.
Yes.
The thing is that the one who played the Grinch as a child, Josh Ryan Evans, for all of you soap fans out there, he played Timmy on Passions.
Oh my God, that's right.
And when he passed away, they actually announced it, that he was the Grinch as a child. And they did a whole tribute, including a picture of him as the Grinch from that, on that show. It was so sweet. Let's see. I have The Muppet Christmas Carol, which you have stated.
Yes.
How do you get Gonzo as
Charles Dickens? Okay, when Rizzo's questioning it, it's something wrong there. By the way, the show made In Plain Sight.
In Plain Sight, okay.
God, that was going to bug me. Anyway.
Okay. My final 2. One will shock JJ when he hears this.
Okay.
And it's not a Christmas movie, but it takes place during Christmas. It's got that heartfelt Christmas feeling, and it's a Sandra Bullock movie.
Aha.
While you were sleeping, she falls in love with this guy, Peter Gallagher, and while he's in a coma, falls in love with Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, yep.
And you got an all-star cast as the family alone.
Great
It's
movie.
It's an awesome movie. It's a great holiday movie.
Yep.
My last one, my all-time favorite, Babes in Toyland.
Uh-oh.
That all-star cast.
I've never seen it. I know he said the same thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're showing that this week. Okay.
Yes.
It's got Annette Funicello, Ed Wynn, who, if you remember from Mary Poppins, he's the Uncle Arthur that is laughing up in the room.
Also, the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland, the real Alice in Wonderland.
Help me out here, cameraman. Ray Bolger. He was the Scarecrow.
Yes.
In Wizard of Oz, and then Henry Calvin, the large portly. No, he's the skinny one, the quiet one, the quiet of the 2 henchmen. He goes on to do a lot of other stuff for Disney. There's a lot of Disney-related characters in here. But the one I really want to name, if I can find him. No, that is Henry. Henry Calvin. He is the large, portly fellow. He's best known for me when I grew up from Zorro.
Zorro,
Mom and Grandma watched that. And that's what I knew him by. So when I saw Babes in Toyland, I was like, Zorro, hey! He's still a bad guy. What the heck?
Hey, man.
I can't wait.
That's
But
right.
he was an awesome actor. And Disney found that. And that is my top 10.
All right. Thank you very much for coming on with me. I appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
It's always good to have you around, and we will see you next time on After the Bell.